Hi everyone, I'm here with Jo today from C-Spot. We're going to talk with you a little bit about culture in your workplace. Something we're going to be doing more of this year is getting out to some workplaces and running workshops around branding, culture and mindset. And one of the elements we're going to be talking about in the workshop is around culture, isn't it, Jo?
Absolutely. And you asked me to think of my 3 tips for culture.
What would they be?
So many, but I had to narrow it down to one of them, lead by example.
So true.
Yeah. The other one is never stop learning.
Oh, I like that.
And this is to do with all the companies out there. Innovate, recognise and reward, the 3 R's, which is sometimes we forget about.
So true.
Okay.
So how can we lead by example? Obviously, as managers, it's so easy to expect a lot from our teams and our staff. But how do we kind of check in with ourselves and make sure we're leading by example?
Yeah, and this is when I say lead by example, you don't have to be the manager that does that. For instance, you could be the co-worker that sees that the culture is probably not, it could be better. Do you know what I mean? It could be improved. So if there's an open door policy and there's transparency there, then be the leader you wish you had.
Ooh.
You know, go speak to your manager about it, because managers will, you know, they get so busy and caught up with what they need to do.
Yes.
And they're looking at the bigger picture and they're working on it quite a strategic level.
Yes. But
they forget the day in and day out. So you could actually contribute and help improve the culture.
Wow. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what level you are in the company?
Absolutely.
You can contribute to culture.
Absolutely. So when you hear people complaining, I work, you know, I don't love my job, it's not the best culture, you can actually improve it. There's little things you can do. So be the leader you wish you had. You know what? It allows you to step up as a leader. You get to contribute and shift a culture, and you get to work out where your strengths and weaknesses are and make a difference. And then people will start to follow because your energy is going to be contagious.
So number 2, you said never stop learning. How do we encourage that in our culture and our workplace?
Absolutely. So, you know, when you hear of people, they're in a culture and they feel stuck and they feel like they're doing the same job in, day out, and they're not learning anything. Why not incorporate daily learnings yourself? There's always things you can put your hand up and ask for extra activities.
Okay.
I mean, we sometimes blame our managers that they're not giving us enough work, but we actually need to put our hand up and ask for it.
That's so true.
You know, they're busy doing their job, trying to keep this company together.
Wear lots of hats.
Yeah, so when you think about it, every company, learning is key for any organisation.
Yeah.
You know, they need to understand, it develops mutual respect and and trust between everyone, and a company's culture is going to be valued when there is learning.
Wow, that's so true.
Know? So why not incorporate, like I said, do a daily learning every day. There's little things you can do yourself on a personal level.
Okay.
I mean, we're very big on personal development.
Yes, definitely.
But you know
we go to a lot of workshops and evenings and short courses and conferences as well.
It keeps you motivated.
Definitely.
And you know what? You need that balance.
You do.
You need that balance of work and play, and then you get to know how successful you can be in any organisation.
So true.
And there's always, find out what you can do. Is there a course that you could take on at work that might improve you and take you to another level, and then you'll be noticed for it.
That's so true. That's so true. So it's just a matter of working out exactly what you want to do, find a course or a workshop you want to go to, and then present that to your manager and then go and do it.
Absolutely. But make sure you've got the facts and let them know why you deserve it, because that's important, because you need to prove that you can actually do it.
Innovate, recognise and reward. How do we do that, Jo, in the workplace?
Yeah, it's contagious when people work for an organisation that actually promotes innovation.
Ooh.
So when we look at innovation and rewarding, it's about understanding intrinsic rewards.
Oh, wow.
But they're for everyone, not just the high achievers. So, you know, there's some companies out there that reward the salespeople because they're bringing in the dollars. But when you think of everyone, it's a company. We're all contributing.
That's so true.
We're all working together. And if you can understand intrinsic rewards, you're bringing everyone together. It's understanding that the improvements that every team gets involved, they're actually working for a bigger purpose. And that's important, especially in your field.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I feel like it's a bit of a thankless job working in social work. You are working long hours and often don't see the results or the reward that you're kind of hoping for. So it can be quite tiring and draining on people's energy. So that little things you could do in your team, it could just be as simple as, hey, let's do a little competition in the office, or let's have a lunch together. Little things like I just give a little note and leave it on my staff member's desk with an "Are you okay?" tea bag and say, you know, take a break, are you okay? you know, it can just be anything, their favourite chocolate bar, whatever it is.
Absolutely. And it gets the quiet ones not to sit at their desk. It gets them to open up and actually
So true.
feel that they're part of that journey.
Part of something.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, a positive work culture helps you as a company to stand out from the crowd.
Wow.
So, and it's also meeting your human needs, which is something we're going to talk about in our workshops.
Wow, yeah, that sounds really interesting.
So we'll go into greater detail. It's about, so I'll just explain what the human needs are quickly. It's certainty. So we all need to be certain of where we are.
Okay.
But if we're too certain, we're going to get bored. So variety needs to kick into your job.
Okay.
But at some stage of your working career, you need to feel significant.
Okay.
And then that connection, that's where, you know, sometimes you can get so busy, you need to connect with others on a personal level as well as work.
So true.
And then when those needs are being met, you can move to growth and contribution.
Wow.
And that will take you to another level.
Oh, that's so exciting. I can't wait to share this insights and information with more workplaces as we work together this year.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thanks.